Hello, hello, hello. This is Mercury Bar. Do we have a stream? Better have a stream. Let's see. We do. We've got sound. We've got picture. We've got chat. Welcome to the Permadeath Zone. We have Hotel. I think this is episode 4 that she's survived. She's made it up to level 2. She is an Imperial child. She is a rogue. A Grey child. Which really hasn't come into play yet. So, and we are with Iona and Amelie. And I am trying to remember what we intended to do. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we just told Mari to go jump off a cliff. And Icicle Moon told me that that they think that Iona has the recipes, and she does. I gave them to her, so when I inevitably got arrested, they wouldn't be taken away. So we're going to go back to Balmora and give these to Naleno Dorvain so we can continue on our quest to rise in House Hualu. And I ran Distant Land, so we should be okay. In terms of... Oh! Seeing weird things in the distance. Should all be weird things that belong to this playthrough. I don't remember why. Hey, good evening. Glad to be here for a live one. Love this game. Working on a new mod list now. Is this the vanilla engine or open Morrowind? I'm a bit of a vanilla guy myself. This is vanilla with the Morrowind graphic extender and the script extender. At this point, OpenMW doesn't have the equivalents of the mods that I want to play with. Like, while Detailed Devil is working on an Ashfall equivalent, it's not quite there yet. Wow, is it foggy. Yep, when I came back to Morrowind a handful of years ago, it was right when OpenMW was starting to get regular usage. And I mean, it was like I was shopping for a car. Ashfall, yes. Ashfall at this point is something that I could not play without. But it was like shopping for a car with the amount of comparison I did between the two of them. And it really came down to there were some mods, some very old mods from back in the day when I was in college, that either didn't play well on OpenMW, or no one could tell me if they would, so... So, MWSE it was.
What do you want?
All of the little bantam guar. And this version of Balmora is very weird to me after spending so much time with Odai, Lifeblood of Balmora on the Deja Blackeye playthrough. So, I feel like I need to add something to that square back there. Definitely need to find the Braver statue. Where is she? Ah!
I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you?
Have you acquired our Rain's alchemical formulas? Yes, excellent. You can keep the formulas. I'll make a copy and deliver it to the loyal Walu alchemists in Vivek. Okay. Yes, you clearly deserve the rank of Oathman. Congratulations, Hotel. Nice. A rival of House Walu gets his wealth from an egg mine. I need someone to destroy this rival's wealth by killing the queen of the Anasis egg mine. A rival of mine in House Walu gets his wealth from the Aeneas egg mine. It is just across the mountains east of Suran. Go there and kill the Kwama Queen and ruin my rival's business. There won't be any miners to deal with this time of year, and I doubt the mine will recover. Interesting version of Balmora, I was about to say. I'm a Rebirth guy, and this is different. I love seeing people play their unique modded version of the game. It's just too good, this game. Now, with Rebirth, I've heard that because of the landscape edits, it's very incompatible with most other stuff. Is that true? And I don't know if we are ready for the Aeneas egg mine, but we're stuck on, we're stuck in the Thieves Guild. Like, we can't do the next quest yet. Yeah, we have to get a key. But no, this one, it's just a handful of mods thrown in. Like, I put in Dome Home, which is like the original house mod. Do I have enough money for... Oh, yeah, I got plenty of money for a room at the inn. Like Dome Home, the original house mod. I've got, Lucivar's Balmora Interiors. I forget the exact name of the mod, but she went through and avashed and blighted all the interiors.
You seem like very good company.
Beds? Up the stairs on the left. Yes, for a lot of landscape stuff, but it's overstated a bit, in particular when it comes to Tamriel Rebuilt. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have Tamriel Rebuilt installed. This is my world that we've discovered so far. So... It's 95% compatible with TR, but things like house mods or town overhauls are obviously not compatible. Okay.
Share your thoughts.
We are going to take the Silt Strider because we can afford it.
Where would you like to go?
And we just need to stop
Why walk when you
trying
can
to
ride?
talk to people. We're no good at it.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Okay, let's see how much trouble we can get in here.
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander. You have my attention, Outlander. Welcome, Outlander. I've special prices just for you today.
Mm-hmm. No idea why I have potions of telekinesis, but we'll go with that. Mm. Maybe... Yeah, will you buy my...
You bring me good fortune, Outlander. How may I be of service?
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, I can make a good chunk of change selling guar flutes. That's good to know. Meadow rye. Why do I have so much meadow rye? Where did that come from? We'll save the pearl for now. And
May I
okay.
help you, Outlander?
I need like a tent. Tent, common tent Ashlander. Okay. No, we're not gonna cosplay as an Ashlander. We are an Imperial. Tent cover. Do you have a bedroll? Cushion. Cloth. Bedroll. We need a cooking pot. That's just a bowl. Kettle, frying pan. Cooking pot. There we go. There we go. So we don't really want to sleep outside, but you gotta do what you gotta do. See if we can find any work here.
Adventure lies beyond the cities, friend.
Sergio Avon Oran's egg mine? Just go south around those hills to the east, then follow the hills back north from the river and you can't miss it. Nerys Athrys found a rogue Telvanni base out in the middle of the Ashlands, but she used Civi intervention to escape and now she doesn't know exactly where the base was. Don't bother looking for a convenient system of bridges or ferries across the lakes and rivers. There aren't any. If you're traveling in the Ascadian Isles, prepare to get wet or to use magic to walk or fly across waterways. Avon Oran is the governor of Suran, keeps business working by staying out of it. If you want to see him, he lives in the large manor west of the temple. Okay.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
It doesn't look like she has any children's clothing. So we will just stick with what we've got for now. What about you? Do you have any work? Okay. Nope. Doesn't look like it.
I've trifled with you long enough.
What? What? Oh. Guards? Perhaps you should take care of that? Yes. Go save people. I'll just stay back here and not assist. Yeah. Those cliff racers. Terrible things. Ah, stranger, you come at a troubling time. I could use the help of someone with a sharp mind and a bit of discretion. Something of great value to me has gone missing, and I fear it may have been taken by less than honest hands. Ah, sharp mind and a bit of discretion? Sounds like me. Thank you, Imperial. My new creation, the essence of Suran, was stolen. The stolen perfume was one of my greatest creations. Years of research gone. Without it and the research notes, my business will be ruined. My essence of Suran, the culmination of years of work, was stolen just days before I planned to unveil it. Not only was the perfume taken, but also the research notes. Every precise detail, every delicate step in its creation. Without those notes, recreating my work would take months, perhaps even more than a year. This was not just a theft, it was a deliberate act of sabotage to sabotage everything I've built. I need your help to find whoever did this and recover what's mine. I don't know who's responsible, but someone in town must have seen or heard something. Ask around merchants, travelers, anyone. Bring me any leads and we'll find the thief together. Here's some money to start your investigation. How long have I been playing Morrowind? When did I first start playing it? What brought you back? I first started playing it around right when it was released for Xbox, so in 2002. And then played it off and on, was really involved in college, then stopped playing for like a decade or so, came back in probably 2022. I'd have to look when the first around the time that the first videos were uploaded. And it's been pretty steady since then, though there was a big break this year from like October to end of February, beginning of March. I'm telling you, it's making me worried. My neighbor was outside in the middle of the night last night, running around talking nonsense, and in the morning he doesn't remember a thing about it. Those scholars talk stuff about delusion diseases and such. What the hell does that mean? Why can't the priest cure it? The essence of Suran. It was meant to be my crowning achievement. I envisioned a perfume unlike any other, something that would not only please the senses, but enhance the wearer's presence, amplifying their natural charisma and instilling a sense of self-determination. In a place like Suran, filled with wealthy merchants striking deals and affluent visitors indulging in the pleasures of Decelles, I knew it would be an irresistible product. I worked tirelessly on the formula, but creating such a unique perfume required expertise beyond my own, so I sought the advice of Naukaya of Whitehaven, the renowned alchemist in Balmora. She was intrigued by the idea and agreed to collaborate. Together, after weeks of testing and refining, we finally perfected the essence of Suran. To celebrate, we shared a modest but joyful evening at the Eight Plates in Balmora, a night I won't soon forget. Afterward, I returned to Suran to fine-tune the final details, documenting the recipe carefully and preparing for production. I was confident it would bring me the recognition and success I've worked so hard for. But now, the recipe and the perfume have been stolen. It's devastating to see my efforts taken from me in an instant. Whoever is behind this doesn't just hurt me, they're jeopardizing something truly special. Alright. Played on the Xbox, back into it during COVID. Love the mod scene. It's crazy how so many of my Can't Live Without mods were released just in the last 5 years. Yes. Yes, the advent of Lua. Why are we acting like we're in combat? Nothing's wrong. Okay. Everybody is just stuck trying to get at that cliff racer. It's so annoying. Ibarnadad? Well, he's not exactly the most punctual when it comes to paying his dues to House Horan. Always late, always excuses. If you ask me, it's a wonder they haven't sent someone to remind him. Though if this has to do with the stolen perfume, maybe someone's decided to take matters into their own hands. Alright, I guess we need to go up to the big house.
There is no escape!
Okay, come on. That is going to be annoying the entire time I'm here. Do I have a bow? I think I have a bow. I have arrows. This is gonna take like all my arrows. Hey, at least.
You'll be dead soon.
Ah! Help me! Help me! You walked in front of my arrow! No! 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 You walked in front of my arrow! There's usually guards, right? In the temple? Right? Here's a guard. Why do I not have a bounty on my head? I don't know. Ivan Oran, he's the governor of Suran. If you want to see him, he lives in the large manor west of the temple. Okay. Suran is a beautiful village if you don't scratch the surface. There are two popular pilgrimage sites nearby, the fields of Kumu and the shrine of Molag Bal, and the north shore of Lake Mosobi is only a short distance away. Okay. Yeah, definitely missing out on some stuff right now.
No one can match me.
I was doing so good, and then he stepped in front of my arrow. I'm the Oran family's gardener. I make sure the manor's gardens are a fitting tribute to their noble house. Okay. Fair. You're a pawnbroker. Okay.
At your service, Outlander.
Yeah. Alright, I'll remember to come in here next. Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Pearl.
I'm waiting.
Remember to come here first next time. I didn't realize there was a pawnbroker in the house. What is it, Rogue? I have been quite occupied with important household tax matters. If you're here about a payment plan or extension, my answer is no. Make it quick. I have several establishments to review before returning to Vivek. Huh. You seem like a good sort, so I'll help you out. But don't go spreading this around. The pit doesn't need to be crowded with curious eyes. Slip into the sewer drain by the House of Earthly Delights and head straight down the central channel until you hit a staircase. Climb up, then make a hard right, and keep going until you spot the door to the upper sewers. Once there, the entrance to the pit is on your right. Okay? You're a savant. Okay. Little secret. Stay away from Daedric ruins. Good hint. Very helpful. Okay. I'm Sergio Avon Oran, kinsman of the great House Halu and House Halu, Lord of Suran. Ibarnadad's late payments? Yes, I'm aware of his reputation, but I can assure you that House Oran has no interest in sabotaging him or his little perfume. In fact, we benefit from his success. When his shop does well, so do our dues. As a matter of fact, Ibarnadad recently paid off all his outstanding debts. Whatever happened to his essence of Suran has nothing to do with us. You're wasting your time accusing House Oran. Okay. Are you sure? Are you really sure you have nothing to say about this?
Talking. What can I do for you?
Mercantile? Oh, crap. Do you know anything about the perfume? Nope.
You won't escape me that easily.
Can I just, like, slide down this hill without dying? Yeah, okay. Red Mountain spreads ashen blight. Sinners gather at the house. The time of the incarnate is at hand. Cool. Levice? The Shrine of Molag Bal is not a pilgrimage for the casual traveler. The interior is cursed and dangerous, and the temple has not been successful in keeping it clean of Daedra-worshipping witches and warlocks. Go view the ruins from the outside, but don't go inside unless you're strong and well prepared. Dagothur is the ancient enemy of the Blessed Three. He sleeps beneath Red Mountain, foul and evil, and sends his deformed monsters and bad dreams to test our faith. The Tribunal and our honored ancestors maintain the Great Ghost Fence to keep us safe. Okay. The Silt Strider lady? Guy? I love talking with the sleepers. Something about it is so immersive no matter how many times I've read their lines. Yes. Though he's not a sleeper. He thinks he's the incarnate. Yes, I'm a caravaner. I know the Ascadian Isles like the back of my hand, thanks to the excellent views I receive atop Vania. Ah, Vania, named for an old love, I confess. Met her here in Suran. We would sneak our way onto the rooftops and watch the sunset over Lake Mosobi together. Life as a caravaner is a solitary one. You can't fit a family inside a caravan and expect to haul much cargo. I do like to remind myself of such comforts, though, nonetheless. The Fields of Kumu is an easy, safe walk southeast from town. Visit the shrine and earn the blessing of Vivek. Not really my jam. Imperials worship powerful spirits, but are they the right spirits? They're powerful, but are they good? We used to worship the Daedra, but now we worship the true gods, the Tribunal, and the Daedra serve the true gods in fear and humility. Siltstriders carry passengers and cargo between settlements in Morrowind. She may look like a beast, but Vaenia here wouldn't so much as step on a scrib. A compartment for passengers and cargo has been hollowed out of her shell, and I direct her by manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Ew. Yeah. That was kind of a crazy ride here. Why are we attacking someone? Well, obviously the guards don't care. Ah! Don't hit me! No, 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 no. Don't hit the child. Well, I don't think... Okay. Ornate Dwemer Bowl. Cantrip Acid Splash. Now I'm over encumbered. Where are you two? On the other side of the tree. Okay, remember where we left that. We need to go back to the pawnbroker. But let's first ask... Do you know anything about the stolen perfume? No. You know anything about stolen perfume? In principle, a member is not to be given tasks that exceed the member's rank or abilities. In practice, sometimes mistakes are made. You're not expected to fail and die for those mistakes. Use judgment, be patient, take the initiative, train yourself, equip yourself. Study your target and situation more carefully, then return to your task when you are ready and succeed. He's a Morag Tong assassin. Inari Arano gets a faraway look in their eyes. The Duchess requests a visit from you. Are you one who will answer? What does the Duchess want with me? No. Another time, another time. Teriel Varas met her while she was here. She didn't talk much, and she was very focused on her work and personal affairs. Okay. I guess that cliff racer killed the slave that was here. Now, can I skin this without getting in trouble? I need to make a skinning knife. People would quit walking between me and the things I'm working on. arrows back. Here, Amelie. Oh, I don't have companion share with you. Iona, can you carry the tent for me? It's heavy. Thank you.
May your battle show only victory, friend.
Ah, now that you mention it, I did see someone leaving Barnadad's shop late one night. They had a satchel, looked like they were in a hurry, headed straight for the south gate too. Couldn't say for sure where they went after that, but the stranger at the south gate struck me as odd. Didn't seem like the kind of thing someone would do without a reason. That stranger, they were acting mighty suspicious, walking around like they were trying to blend in, but still kept looking over their shoulder, headed straight for the south gate of Suran with a satchel in hand. Didn't look like your typical traveler. Something was off about them for sure. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go there, but first we need to get some sleep and to sell the stuff and go back and pick up our cooking pot, which is really heavy. Don't know why that person has clown makeup. It's really disturbing.
At your service, Outlander.
Ornate Dwemer Bowl. That's illegal. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna try that. There we go. Do we look tough? I hope we look tough. Don't mess with us. Okay, probably should put the rope back on. I'm kind of stupid with that. Any books worth reading? No. Just the same stupid. Thirsty. And peckish. Okay, we gotta pick up our kettle. And we'll go out the south gate. See where that gets us. To find some stolen perfume and also to sabotage an egg mine. Greetings, child. Welcome to Amberloaf Bakery. The scent of fresh bread fills the air here, a point of pride for our little shop. Can I interest you in some of today's baking? That'd be lovely. Wonderful. A new face deserves a proper welcome. Here, take this sweet roll on the house. Amberloaf never turns away anyone with an appreciation for good baking. So you follow the trade of rogue. Is that a popular occupation for an imperial child? Interesting work, I imagine. Apologies, I have customers who need my services. Perhaps we can speak more when the bakery is less busy. I'm always in need of good salt rice and wick-wheat for the bakery. If you happen to gather some in your travels, I'll gladly pay you 2 septims for each portion. Quality matters, though. I need grains that haven't been damaged by ash or pests. The bakery's reputation depends on using only the finest ingredients. Okay. Ah, yes, you brought ingredients. Let me see. He examines the grains carefully, running them through practiced fingers. Yes, this is good quality. The grains are plump and clean, perfect for my rice cakes and salt rice bread. Here are your septims as promised. My customers will certainly enjoy what these become. If you find more in your travels, I'm always willing to buy. Quality ingredients like these are the foundation of everything I create here at Amberloaf. Okay, thanks. So we got someone we can sell salt rice and wick-wheat to. And we got a free sweet roll. So now it is time... What is that? Where did that come from? I don't know. Let's get our armor and weapons repaired. Iona, you want to come here? I'm sure your stuff needs a tune-up. She doesn't get hit that often, honestly. I take that back.
I have many bargains. What business can we do today? I offer a what business can we do to I have many I offer a good what business I offer a shall I offer a I offer a I shall we do business?
The Fighters Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to regulate the hiring and training of mercenaries. Trainings, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. Look for chapters in Belmora, Aldrone, Wolverine Hall in Sadrith Mora, and the Foreign Quarter in Vivec. Daedric weapons are made from raw ebony, which has been refined using the craft and magical substances of the lesser minions of Oblivion. The process is not a pleasant one for the Daedra involved, and the weapons retain echoes of preternaturally prolonged suffering endured during manufacture. Daedric weapons are the most rare and expensive weapons known in Tamriel. And here I thought Daedric weapons were just manufactured by Daedra, not from Daedra. That's creepy. The blight is a sickness you get from being outside during ash storms. The sickness comes from Red Mountain. It makes normal creatures into terrible monsters. You're a smith. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to talk about all that. I just wanted to fix up your stuff before we left town. It's odd that you have to cut through the governor's garden to get out of town. It's just weird. Yeah, we won't be going over there. Not interested in Daedric ruins. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, ladies, help! Do you not recognize that we are being attacked by a cliff racer? I'll stay back here, I guess. It ran off. So she fell down. Iona, help! Ow! Ah! Running away, running away! Oh, thank goodness. Ah, that really hurt. I'll be okay, but ow! Amelie hoists her skirts up as she stumbles through the rocky landscape. One of the heels of her fancy shoes seems to have broken off. It's clear she's not properly equipped to be traveling in the Ascadian Isles. Erg, noticed, did you? My clothes are going to be ruined at this rate. I know this makes me sound awfully pampered, but I don't really like hikes. I didn't really hike in places like this before I went on the run. I'd go hunting with my father sometimes when we were in Cyrodiil, but I didn't think to take my riding clothes when I fled our estate. Not that there are any horses to ride in Morrowind anyway. I could get you some armor or something if you'd like. You'd do that for me? Even with gear, I don't think I'd be much use in a fight, but like I said, I've been hunting before. I can use a bow a little. If you can get me some basic equipment, I'll do my best to help you. Okay. At least I got my arrows back. We have the Order of the Mushroom is at your service. Okay. I need to sleep and heal. Pomegranate that we took from that shrine. Let's try this again. Brattle's Glass Workshop. No. Nice, I'm getting better at this. Oh no. Why? Why are there so many cliff racers? We're never gonna get to that egg mine at this rate. Yay, I petted a scrib. There we go, there's an egg mine.
You lost this round.
Why are there people in here? Did he get...
You will die where you stand.
No! Yes, leave behind a tombstone. She made it a long way. A relic to leave behind. Hmm. Would be a good relic. How about the scroll of unhinging? Because why? I thought Nileno told us that it was going to be empty. Hmm. Okay. All right. Reroll all. An Arctic Farlin. Okay. I can get behind this. I think I like that face the best, and I kind of like that hair. We'll just stick with that. A Lore Master. Okay. The Tower. Okay. India. Knife thrower. You spent your formative years as a knife thrower at the circus. Your marksman skill increases by 10 when a throwing weapon is equipped. Okay. And we've done House Talvani. No. You're a hunter, stalking your prey in the grazelands. That's a good way to die. Let's go with that. Okay. The Farlands, most of the Farlands that are here on Vardenfell are mostly like anthropologists, archaeologists, so that makes sense. Weapons. Let's get some survival gear. And okay, so we do have weapons. Hmm. Hmm. Oh wow, those are some impressive wings. What weapon do I have? I have a spear. Okay.
Why are you away from your post?
Oh, thanks for the fishy stick. One more thing, soldier. Due to the fact that Morrowind is more hostile than the other provinces in the Empire, We have lost many legionnaires here. For this reason, I've introduced a new method of training. We're pairing up recruits, and they have to complete their duties together until they're strong enough to survive on their own. Your partner's a fellow named Publius Claudius from Cyrodiil. He's outside. Get him here and report for duty.
What
Okay.
was that?
Say your needs.
Are you... Okay. Quit running
Why
away
are
from
you
me.
away from your post?
Are you my new partner? A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Publius Claudius from Blankenmarch, Cyrodiil. Don't worry, I won't be a burden to you. As a warrior, I can run quite fast in armor, so I won't stay behind. I can also cast water walk and levitation spells when you do. And I can repair your equipment if you want. Now, do you want us to travel together and report to General Darius, or would you like to get properly introduced and hear something about my background first? He's here in his office on the lower level. Well, I'm from Blankenmarch, Cyrodiil. My mother died giving birth to me, so I was raised by my father, who was the captain of the guard in the village. In fact, my whole family served in the Legion for generations now. In all my childhood, I dreamed of following the family tradition. As a teenager, I've spent some years with my uncle in the Imperial City, who was a guard in the palace itself. I remember that time well, doing jobs for the Fighters Guild so that I may become a better warrior, and wooing the daughters of the Imperial noblemen. Sometimes my uncle would allow me to accompany him to the palace in secret. I enjoyed listening to the meetings of the Elder Council. I was amazed how well our empire works. One day, one of the counselors discovered my presence there. That counselor was no one else than Akato, the Chancellor of the Empire. Did he get angry? Not at all. He was kind, and we've even exchanged a few words about the Empire. Then he kindly asked my uncle to remove me from the palace. I was thinking about him all night. That day I did not only want to become a legionnaire so that I can follow in the footsteps of my family, but that was the first time I felt actual loyalty towards the Empire. When I was 18, I returned to Blankenmarch, but what I have seen there has changed everything. What did you see? The whole village destroyed and looted by bandits and my father killed. That was the last experience I needed. I returned to the Imperial City immediately and signed up, and they've sent me here to Morrowind. I hope that I can protect the people and the Empire from evil, and I hope that one day I can become a master swordsman and face those bandits and tell them, "Hello, my name is Publius Claudius. You killed my father. Prepare to die." Anything else? Well, since I'm here, I would really like to climb Red Mountain once. Did you hear about the Eternal Champion, the hero who saved the Empire with Jagar Tharn? He's my greatest role model. I want to follow in his footsteps. The Empire is the greatest achievement of Tamrielic civilization. This melting pot of contrasting cultures is held together by a strong hereditary emperor and bureaucracy, by the rule of law, by a powerful professional army, and by religious tolerance. Education wealth is broadly distributed throughout all the social classes where imperial culture has flourished. Many citizens are literate and protected under imperial law. The guards keep the peace and chase down criminals. Each district has its own guards. Legion troopers in imperial districts, ordinators in the temple districts, Redoran, Hualu, and Telvanni guards in their own great house districts. Guards collect fines and compensation, or drag you off to prison when you can't pay. Athel Ralvani has stopped talking. Shulki Ashunabi is close with him. She may know if something happened. Okay, let's roll. Alright. Oh, he's got a nice chunk of health. You're speaking to me. What do you want to know? India, you're a recruit of the Imperial Legion. Don't you forget it. Okay. I heard that the temple sent some muscle out to hunt down a necromancer. Put him to death right there in the tomb he'd taken up in, they did. What's even stranger is one of the local fools who takes to robbing tombs for a living came running white-faced into town the other day. He swore on his mother's life he'd found a necromancer who'd come back to life in that same tomb. Which one? I think it was the Rathandus ancestral tomb, northeast of Nissus, directly south of Kull on the water's edge. Yes, let's see if you're truly loyal to our cause here in Morrowind. There's a little issue of a land deed here in Nissus I need you to take care of. Mansilamat Vabdas died recently in the egg mine. He's survived by his wife, who now owns a parcel of land we could use for another dock. I love how they talk about a dock and there isn't another dock, and there isn't one. Talk to the widow Vabdas and get the deed to her land. Don't take no for an answer. Get me that land deed. Her land is prime for our expansion plans
Why are
here.
you away from your post?
Do you have anything to say to that? Honestly, I hope that we could see some action, but I guess Darius considers us to be inexperienced recruits at this point, so he won't send us out into the wilderness. For the glory of Tiber Septim, you and I should be honored to be in its service. Dunmer ancestral tombs fall under protected cultural sites according to imperial provincial law. However, we maintain a limited jurisdiction over them. Local families retain burial rights, but tomb robbing is prohibited under both imperial and native law. The natives take these traditions quite seriously, more than typical in imperial customs. As a representative of the Legion, I must ask, what are your intentions regarding these ancestral sites, India? I respect imperial law and local customs regarding sacred sites. A wise policy that serves the Empire's interest in maintaining peaceful provincial relations. Cultural integration requires mutual respect. The legionnaires who've adapted best to service in Morrowind understand this. The Dunmer have proven valuable imperial citizens despite their unique customs. Okay. It's the law of Morrowind. Slavery is legal. The Empire doesn't like it, but the Emperor signed the armistice, and that made it legal for the Dunmer to retain their ancient laws and customs. Now there's some abolitionists who say, to hell with the law, slavery's wrong. I'm not saying I disagree in theory, but it's the law. The locked box. Well, that's odd.
Sweet moon sugar.
What a bunch of junk. The locked box, a device that cannot be opened. From the Grand Master Thieves of Elsewhere to Morrowind's high practitioners of burglary, all have attempted, all have failed. Feel free to use the pics below to try, or use the keys you've brought, and leave a coin behind in respect. Journeyman, journeyman, apprentice. Does that actually do anything for my security skill? No. No, it does not.
Best prices, best selection.
Aye, welcome to the Locked Box, friend, home of antiquities and oddities. Jolvira welcomes you to take a look around. Jolvira's shop for mundane things and otherwise. Jolvira comes from elsewhere, first lived in the Imperial City. Jolvira was a librarian for years, then traveled to collect things. Now Morrowind is Jolvira's home. I have heard that the location of the lost caverns of Mamea has been discovered by the Imperial cult. Tales of great treasures within Mamea have led many an adventurer on a wild Kaguti chase across the Gash from east to west. You should speak with Chaplain Ogrul in Fort Darius if you are interested. Concerning this, I will only speak to a friend. There are rumors, yes, of trouble in Nissus egg mine. The Legion are a secretive bunch. They don't tell us commoners anything. But we can feel it. There is rumbling coming from beneath the earth. It's very weak up here on the surface. But Jolvira bets there's something happening in the egg mine. Perhaps Hetman Albamoia knows more. He is usually in the know about all things concerning the mine. Widow Vabdas is one of the local dark elves. Heard she lost her husband in the egg mine. Must be hard for her.
Welcome, friend. Speak, friend. My turn to listen.
I have bolts. I don't need them.
Var, var, var. Sarah?
Yeah. Those rings have nothing to them. We need to pick up a bow at some point, I think. Our artistic skills are not great. But they are what they are. Publius, do you want a picture? Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, I've heard that Bilsa Ajarim has been saying, of course there's smugglers in the West Gash. When is that ever news? The widow? She lives in her hut just outside the village to the west along the river. Her husband died recently in the egg mines. It's a shame. Nope. Farland Pride, weakness to normal weapons, and stunted magicka. Okay.
Go ahead.
That's an Ashlander name. Scout and Spearman. There's rumors. Okay.
Why are you away from your post?
Got a job to do. Jeez.
What's this about?
Boy and damagers, best their warriors by the score. Take a bow and best a dozen more.
Baladas, he's a rogue Telvanni wizard, came here over 20 years ago and set himself up in Arv's Drenlin, the abandoned Velothi Tower, on the northwest edge of town. Hetman Albumaway is the Velothi Dunmer, the village hetman and village steward for Halar and Ramoran, Veteran Master, Counselor, Lord of Nissus. Andreas Tuka's got something special lined up in an underground brawl den below Suran. He's even throwing the door open to folks outside the guild this time. It's called the Pit. Be ready to pony up your slice by slipping through the sewers of Suran. The fancy way in is for real players. Bilsa Anadaram said that she heard a group of smugglers talking about a transshipment point in a cave up on the coast in the West Gash. All she could catch was that it was north of Coal Cave and the Odai River, and that it was near a natural bridge of rock that arched over the water.
If you seek absolution, action is the
I hope
Okay.
this won't take long.
and words are no solution.
So I usually have lightweight concept art Nissus installed, but it was causing too many conflicts, and I'm not sure that, it looks so boring without it, but Thematic Trade House was just not the same. With installed player, remove effects, 64. There we go. So I see the Bantam Guar is more than just floating animal symbols. Do you have barter?
Speak your needs.
I bet I can get a... I bet
Yes,
there's
sir.
somebody over in the fort.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
But there's somebody over in the fort who can sell me a bow and arrows for... cheaper. Mercenary from Nibene in Cyrodiil. I'm a freelance mercenary. For the right price, I can be an assassin, a bodyguard, a soldier, you name it. I'm currently employed, otherwise I'd offer you my services. That's the locked box? That's the junk shop in Nissus, right? Heard of it. Never had a reason to go in there, though. 3 cultures live on Vardenfell: the nomadic Ashlanders, the settled House Dunmer, and the Western Imperial colonists of all races. Darius is the commander of the Death's Head Legion garrison here. It can't be easy keeping the peace between his human and orc troopers, but his men all speak well of him. Okay. Hello, welcome to the Adventurers Guild. This is the Nissus brand. Jellican at your service, Arctic Farlan. We pay out for confirmation of certain discoveries, you know. We have a list of rumored, often strange things, and if you find them, we can give you a little reward. We also offer various quests for the interested adventurer. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to know. What are things you are hoping to have discovered? In the Grayslands to the southwest of the Ahamusa camp and to the south of a Daedric ruin called Kush-Tashbi, there's apparently a set of stones that look like fingers. If you can confirm this, we'll give you 100 gold pieces. Okay, that sounds fairly easy. What quests are there? I only deal with discoveries. You should speak with one of the other members of the guild. Each region of the Adventurers Guild has different adventures open for those willing to try out various trips, tasks, and deliveries. It seems you have found no further discoveries. Well, I haven't gone very far. I'm glad you took an interest in asking about that, Farlan. We have a bit of a tricky situation to deal with, which could result in some very powerful people getting pretty angry. So we need someone with light fingers who can retrieve a special item. Would you be interested in giving this a shot? Not right now. Ah, that's a pity. If you change your mind, do come on back.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on.
Yeah, light fingers doesn't sound like something we want to get involved in. Yet we're both officers of the Imperial Law. Optio Bolagra is the camp prefect here. He's tough, and he makes sure anyone causing trouble gets what's coming to them. So don't cause trouble unless you want to get to know him real well.
Say your needs.
Do I have... All quiet here. Recruit. More's the pity. Could do with a bit of action.
What business can we do today?
You don't have any bows? You've got arrows, though. Wood arrow, cork bulb, bone mold. What would it cost me to get 50? Now I just need to get a bow. Well, here's where I will be sleeping.
Finally, something interesting.
Baladas keeps to himself, has his food and supplies delivered to the door. He's been a good neighbor, quiet, no trouble. Darius is our Imperial Legion commander here in the Death's Head Legion garrison. You can find him downstairs at the Maddock Trade House. Because this is not much of a fort.
There is much to discuss, much to learn. Welcome. I promise you an honest trade.
Welcome. Can I tell you about the Imperial Cult? We invite you to become a lay member. The Nissus Imperial Cult Shrine is here in Fort Darius at the far east edge of town. The altar cures diseases and poisons. I'm the cult healer for the Death's Head Legion garrison, but I also serve the civilian populace as well. We accept all citizens of good character and earnest faith. We ask only a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid us in our good works. To become a lay member of the Imperial Cult, speak with Igfa at Fort Pelagiad, Siloria at Fort Buckmoth, Samudus at Fort Moonmoth, Rusia in the Grand Council Chambers in Ebonheart, or Lalatia Varian at the Imperial Chapels in Ebonheart. Darius is the commander. It's no picnic. Okay. I see you've heard the rumors. Yes, the Oracle did see a vision about a cave of bone and blood. The cult engaged the Legion and 5 troopers were dispatched to investigate the area but never returned. One was found east of the river Samsey, delirious. All he could tell us before he died was, "They're coming for it." Subsequent squads reported not finding any entrance to a cave or trace of them whatsoever. I suspect an illusion may be hiding the entrance, but it's beyond my skill to dispel. Thank you for the summary, Chaplain. I'll be going now. Of course. May the 9 watch over you. I look after the spiritual needs of my flock of head smashers. It's hard to get them to sit and listen to sermons, but you can get a lot done by listening to them instead. They're bored and far from home. I've always got visitors down here. The Dark Elves aren't interested in anything I have to tell them, of course. Lost cause there. Optio's the camp prefect for the Death's Head Legion. A great warrior. Even the Dark Elves and Imperials respect him. They call us orcs barbarians because we are brave in war and we laugh at hardship. But we've earned our citizenship by the service in the Legion, and we're as civilized as any race. We make the finest weapons and armor in the world, and our warriors are the bravest and toughest in Tamriel.
Say your needs.
Fair. Yeah, we are not ready for Mamaea. Not even close. Was there a fireplace up here where I could maybe make some food? No. He doesn't have a forge or anything similar. We may have to go to the barracks to do that. Nothing that can be ground up. Okay. Can I make anything? Well, that does what it does. Let's see if I can, if this lady will sell me a bow.
Let's do some business, shall we?
Kite and short bow. Okay, my potion failed. And we need a robe of some kind. It is wet and cold.
Welcome, Outlander. I've special prices just for you today.
Go ahead. Do you need a servant, master?
No, I just need a robe. Not the nicest thing, but it's better than nothing. And my potion failed again. When I grow up, I'm going to be Vivek. Okay, kid, you do that.
Not now.
Bantam Guar are so cute. Okay, it's just odd not seeing the Ruddy Man's hand there. What do you want? My husband was murdered by a legionnaire, and now you come asking for his land. You'll never get his land. I'll fight you, and all of Nissus will fight you, until all you foreigners leave us in peace. Now get out of my house. My husband went to the egg mine and never came home. He knew the mine was closed by you foreigners and guarded by the legions, but we had no fresh Kwama eggs. If you want to help me, go to the mines and find out the truth. Darius is the one who wants my husband's land. You will not steal my land. It's not our duty to believe or not believe the words of that woman. Our duty is to investigate and act accordingly. We are the law. Yeah, but if her husband was murdered, it's our duty to investigate. Hmm. Hmm. That wasn't what I wanted. Actually, if we're going... I should be able to sell some other stuff, I imagine. Hmm. Hmm. What does an alembic do? Filter. In filter mode, similar effects are highlighted in red and their power subtracted. Cannot become less than the minimum... no, I don't think that's what I need. That's all we got. thirsty. Seems like as good a place as any to pop up a tent. Okay. A tough wax obtained from the beaks of the native kwama. Well, I got some food. Do I have a bedroll? No. I'll just stand here for a minute. Hmm. 61 gold, okay. We'll just let it burn so we can come back and find charcoal. What do you want? What are you doing here? Yes, what are you doing here? You don't fit the description I got. What description? My uncle Balgoth told me that I should wait here for a Khajiit called Rasum with only one eye and a stump instead of a full tail. I wouldn't say that description fits you. Nope, sorry, you've got the wrong person. Aww, isn't that typical? I've been waiting here for 3 days now, and that bastard won't show up. He was supposed to take me as his companion and teach me, a little of this, a little of that. I'm sure he got caught by the guards. Oh, what am I saying? That he has got falsely accused of something, of course. Are you saying that you're a thief? Me? Oh no, I never said such a thing. I do a little of this, a little of that, just like my Uncle Balgoth. But right now, I don't know what to do. I can't wait here forever, can I? And without money, without a decent weapon, how's a girl like me supposed to manage on her own? Don't get me wrong, I'm very much able to take care of myself, but this Khajiit fellow was supposed to give me a new bow and a good dagger, so my uncle took my bow, and I broke my lousy dagger when I was fighting a Nyx hound. You could come with us if you'd like. Like a companion, you mean? Yeah, maybe. That depends. Depends on what? Depends on what you expect from me. What do you mean? I think I could be a useful companion for you. I know a little of this and a little of that. And you look like the kind of adventurer who could have use for that. But let's make one thing clear right now. I'll be your loyal bunny. Not your slave, not your honey bunny. Treat me well, and I'm sure we'll get along just fine. Treat me lousy, and I'll be off quicker than you can say Dagothur, okay? I guess. Right answer. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Aw, I really need some adventure. We're gonna have so much fun. I'll be the best buddy you ever had. Doesn't that just sound great, India? I guess so. I don't want to leave this girl just standing out in the rain. She's been here 3 days. Guess what? I can cast Recall as well as Divine and Elmsivy Intervention, so you'll probably not get rid of me that easily. I can only recall to outdoor locations, though. But if you cast Recall to an indoor location, I'll show up once you're outside. However, should you ever lose track of me, I'll probably show up in Nissus. Just ask around here, and I'm sure someone can tell you where to find me. Okay, good to know. Now, to the good surprises. I might not be the strongest warrior kind of companion, but I swear I'm a goddess with a bow. I can detect animals and keys and enchantments quicker than others, and with me around, I'm sure you'll learn to do that too. I can't pick locks, but I'm good at searching pockets. And I can charm anyone into anything. Now, I can't perform miracles, but I'm sure it'll at least be a little easier for you to get around when I'm with you. Bet you could use that. At least you don't suffer from low self-esteem. Well, I do have some faults, like being too modest. Any other faults? Well, nothing I can think of right now. You don't expect me to tell you the whole history of my life right here and now, do you? Maybe later, when we get to know each other better. Come on, shouldn't we be moving? What are we in for? I mean, obviously she's silly if she just wanted to stand there on the side of the road for 3 days waiting for some idiot to come along. And clearly, okay, that's going to burn for quite a while, but we need to remember to come back here and get the charcoal out of it. I'm peckish. Well, burnt food's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing.
Speak, traveler.
Everyone kept saying to talk to the Hetman, so let's go talk to the Hetman. Welcome, India. I'm Hetman Albomawia. You're in the village of Nissus. If you're a pilgrim, you're probably looking for the Mask of Vivek at the Nissus Temple. Otherwise, I can help you find what you're looking for. I'm Hetman Albomawia, the village steward for Larin Romarin, the Redoran Master, Counselor, Lord of Nissus. This is a temple town ruled by House Redoran. Not that you know it with all these orcs stomping about. Most of us work here in the mine or walk the trade trails along the West Gash. It's a holy place, so there are always pilgrims looking to buy supplies from our merchants. The Nissus egg mine wasn't closed because of the blight. I wish I knew the real reason they're keeping the miners out of the lower levels. The temple and Lord Vivek's holy ash mask are just across the street in the very heart of Nissus. Coal Cave lies south across the Oada Samsea. For the egg mine, you'll want to turn left and head up the hill right to the top. The Imperial Legion has claimed some of the buildings on the other side of the village. Punibi Yahaz is our caravaner. Head right and look for the cargo overhang. What else? Oh, Arvstrenlin. That's the old Velothi Tower. A Tavani sorcerer lives there. Stay away is my advice. Yes, we've had some problems down in the Nissus egg mine lately. Ever since we uncovered that Dwemer ruin, that wretched place. As far as we can tell, it's completely destroyed and dead. It opens up to a huge hole, as if everything just sank into the ground. Some of us climbed down there, but quickly came back when they encountered a Dwemer centurion. They swear they touched nothing, but ever since then the mine's been plagued by tremors. Kwama don't like tremors, and neither do my workers. As a result, egg production has decreased significantly. Say, you look as though you can take care of yourself. If you're daring enough, would you go down to the Dwemer ruin of Bethamez and investigate what caused the tremors? If we knew what it was, perhaps we could put an end to it. Sure. Excellent. I suggest you get a few levitation potions before you go down there. Climbing back out will be a lot harder than climbing down. And here, you'll need this key. The Imperial Legion has ordered that no one except the workers be permitted inside, but you'll be there under my orders, so there should be no trouble. Please report back to me as soon as you find something that might give us a clue as to what's happening within that ruin. Okay. We now have a key. Her husband... If her husband was murdered in the mine, we can go take a look. What do you sell?
May I help you, Outlander?
Nothing. It's a nice big roomy house. Interesting. Dwemer stuff everywhere. Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Varieties of thought. Dysphere and Nurney. Alien scroll case. Astrolab. I wonder who he is. Eh. Alright, we're gonna have to go around. Who lives way over here? Mentity cave dwelling.
What do you want?
I just ducked in here to say hello. You're just an egg miner. Okay. Cute kid. Hmm.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to...
Since you're in the Legion, here's the key. Be careful. Okay. The Thieves Guild. They're like any trade guild, an organization of professionals, except their professions are thieves, robbers, pickpockets, smugglers, and other enterprising operators. People hire them to steal goods from those who they hate, members of rival factions, etc. If you wish for somebody else's goods and you can't get them by yourself, ask the Guild of Thieves. They'll surely find them for you.
Not now, Outlander. Head on.
They do not steal from other thieves. Okay. You dream of a shipwreck screaming in the smashing of wood. A gentle voice calls to you to speak to the Morag Tong. Okay, I don't think I want to talk to the Morag Tong. Oh, jeez, he did say that there was tremors. I guess he was right.
You should run now. Hey, be careful. You're growing weaker.
Didn't mean to kill the scrib. I'll take the scrib jelly.
Hey, be careful.
Well, move. You're in an egg mine, Outlander, so be careful. Quama foragers and warriors won't attack miners, since they're used to our smell, but they attack intruders, and you smell like an intruder. The forager scouts the surface of the land in natural underground passages, searching for suitable locations for new colonies and hunting for prey. Foragers are aggressive, but not very dangerous. Morag Tong members from all over Morrowind have been complaining about headaches and strange dreams. I'm not surprised, given what they get up to. They're an assassins guild sanctioned by the Empire to provide 3 varieties of execution: public, private, and house wars. Constrained by ancient traditions and rigid codes of conduct, the Morag Tong only recruits candidates of proven skill and honor. Morag Tong only accepts legally approved contracts called writs, but rumors hint at the execution of extra secret legal grey writs. Quama foragers and warriors won't attack us since they're used to our smell, but they attack intruders, and you smell like an intruder. But don't worry, the Queen squirts out foragers and warriors like seeds. If the foragers and warriors bother you, kill them or run past, whichever is easier. But do us a favor and don't kill the workers. They won't bother you, and we need them to keep the queen laying and the eggs ripening. Yes, we've had trouble down here lately. The earth's been shaking, and the Quama don't like that. We don't like it. It's the ruin, the Dwemer ruin down below. Betham, as they call it. I wish I knew what was going on down there, but it's too dangerous. Some of us climbed down to do some digging, but none of us can deal with the Dwemer Centurion. Someone else will have to go down there, someone who's a capable fighter, or knows how to sneak past. The Quama colonies, also known as egg mines, are inhabited by the following varieties of Quama: the Queen, Warrior, Worker, Forager, and Scrib. The scrib's the late larval form of the Quama. Crushed scribs can produce a nutritious but sour-tasting gelatin with modest magical properties that we natives eat with gusto.
This better be important.
Oh boy. Lower egg mine. Ugh.
What now?
Careful, stranger. The Quama are agitated. I recommend you don't visit the western parts of the cave. We certainly don't, not at the moment. We abandoned this entire part of the mine because the Quama are going wild. It's the tremors. Damn those old Dwemer. Whatever they did down there, it's causing trouble all these millennia later.
Come on, fight!
Dead.
You see anything, Constance? Yeah, I don't like it down here. That's a long drop and a sudden stop.
You're growing weaker.
Careful with that.
Sorry. Boy, am I glad Darius decided to send him with us. I'll keep us fed, but we need his help to stay alive.
I'll see you dead.
Does she not have a weapon at all? Girl, are you seriously trying to punch? Did we lose Publius?
Run while you can.
match for me.
Looks like we need to get Constance some kind of weapon when we leave here. Punching Kwama doesn't seem like the best option. Can't rest here, enemies are near. Okay. At least we have health potions. Oh, no. We are not ready to face warriors. Come on, Constance. Let me draw a picture of a scrib, just for fun. Not a painting. An actual picture. Okay. Clearly that was not the direction I needed to go in.
This better be important.
Quama queen's the huge, bloated quama that produces the nest's eggs. They're too large and fat to move, and all their needs are attended by worker quama. Okay. Oh my. I'm stuck on something. Why do I have a spear? Spear really my... Yeah, spear's my best one. Okay. I'm not seeing... Let's see, what are we doing? Lower egg mine. There's gotta be something we missed. I don't see the dead guy. Danger. Maybe if we go up? No.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern.
No?
I'm sure I can help you.
Alright, well that's gonna be enough for this week. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. When we return next week, same bat time, same bat channel, we will pick up with India, where we left off. Have a good weekend. Bye.